Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and 4 coming up now. McCarthy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
At the 47-yard line.
7 Pirate. Let's go. 19 Lion. Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing again now. McCarthy. It's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Dragon, 60. Check. Fresno. Cup 19.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. This might be a free play for him. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Well, they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Reichard there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's second and inches.
His own keeper. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Vikings have recovered.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they can get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19 tight. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
McCarthy trying again on second down. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So now it's going to be third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Go.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22.
It's a gain
They get 22 out of that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Come on. Set. 19, 18, Cup Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Bronco 80. Shit. 60 Maverick. 60.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Tying this stride with a design run. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a design run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. And they'll go for it, Williams. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Hey, Smash! 18 Raptor! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Warrior 70!
First and 10. It's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 20-zip lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, Williams. He finds Odunze downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he'll get in, and they'll get a little closer as a result. The lead down to 13 now. Man, Brock saw his versatility in back-to-back plays, switching things up. This time he runs it in himself to add 2 to that touchdown strike.
It is so deflating to a defense, so tough to defend a quarterback that first beats you with his arms, and then he puts those 2, as he said, on with his legs. This dude is a true dual threat difference.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's 2nd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one, but that DB could cut off and take the other way.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Takes this one at the 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
From the red zone on first. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. It's second and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Working quickly here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Quick pass right side, complete. He gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here. And is this a spot we can see them go for it? Let's find out.
4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
It's a designed run for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-score game in the first half. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. You know, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Prior to first down, they decided to call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Ruben Hippolyte the second with the pick. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Now it's McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Vikings first down.
There's McCarthy on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Offensive line fast.
4 yards. That's another Vikings.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
19. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Reichard on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 29-yard line.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Nice work there to cancel out the penalty and then some. That's 9 yards, 2nd and 6 coming up. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's 2nd and 6.
Line up the design keeper. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Theo Jackson on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
32. 32. Yeah. Touchdown.
Williams will look to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So backed up a bit following the penalty. It's 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Etienne. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. Santos now for the extra point. And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Taken in by Felton, left side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. McCarthy looking to throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. McCarthy to throw for it. Getting out to his left. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, Williams. He finds Odunze downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Caught by the open man. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. This plays a design run. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Bears trying to get everyone set. So they're going quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up
Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down, Bears.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air yet again, Williams. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
One final shot before the half. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Connection made. Kyle Monangai. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the ground. It's Monangai. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Williams on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now here's Williams. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Santos now for the extra point. And finally gets one to go after a couple of misses already in this one. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
70 line, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
Now McCarthy escapes the pocket. Finds Pollard on the check down. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check up.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where the quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
He's going to field this at the 2. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Williams. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here.
15 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 27.
First down, Williams to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know It's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Third and the man in motion right. Throwing again on second, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut it to 1 late in the third. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19! Cowboy 80! Dragon 60! Buffalo 18!
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Flushed out now to his left. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Set!
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready! Head to 60! Head to 60! Wide! Get wide! Riggs! Riggs! 19 tight! 19 tight! Panther 11! Panther 11! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hut!
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Another throw here for McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Go. 18, 70 Rangers. Mustang, not Warriors, 70. Ready up.
Again, McCarthy to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead to 7. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Into traffic, complete. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Looking quickly here.
And the Bears 1st down. A gain of 15. And the Bears 1st down.
Bagent now to throw. This one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. We'll draw it up for him. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Running back motions right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Stand
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Those are the hurry up here.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
Slam left! Slam left!
Here's a design run. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears down by only 2 in the fourth. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
He's almost there, but no, they stumped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that two-point conversion. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him on the slant. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
18 Cardinals. 18 Pioneers.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers. 70 Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, smash. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Take over.
Now it's McCarthy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Check, 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 check. Mustang 19. Hunt.
Looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
19 Lions.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Let's go. Check. Panther. Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Hut, hut.
Running it after the penalty. It's inside the 10. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Williams. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Robert Longerbeam in there to pick it off.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Connects with the open man downfield. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready, set. Touchdown.
Williams on first down. There's that man again, Adunze. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready, set.
First down throw by Williams. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know